Good morning, my friends. Another one of these editions of It Is What It Is, brought to you by yours truly, me. What we're talking about now is a lot of students call and complain and say, hey, Prof, I'm not getting adequate training time. I'm not progressing. How come my technique is being shallow? It's not being as good as I want it to be. And people usually look and they'll blame everybody else but themselves. The word here, what I'm trying to get is you need consistency in training. Consistency. If you're in the habit of coming once a month to train and complain that the price is too high and complain that you don't have enough time and that you're not getting good, well, maybe you should try tiddlywinks. Okay, you should not join a martial arts school. I don't care what it is, whether it's Taekwondo, BJJ, Savate, boxing, whatever. I could care less about the style. It's about what you put into it. And people come over and they expect something that they're not looking for, right? That's a different story. But let's talk about consistency, okay? In martial arts, whether it's Savate, and I'll talk about Savate because that's what we do, and that's what I've been doing for a very, very long time, you need to train. Apart from having classes, you yourself have to train. Maybe you have to start building muscle. Maybe you have to lose weight. Do I want to go competition? That's a total different entity. Do I want to get faster kicks? That's a total different entity. Sometimes the classes are 2, maybe 3 times per week. Are you making those 3 classes? Are you making those 2 classes? Are you making at least 1 class a week? See, people are surprised at their own habits. Consistency, let's say you have to schedule yourself because the number one priority in everybody is making food for and to have a livelihood, right? Produce food for me to eat, produce food for my kids to eat, produce a house or where I live, where I can shelter myself. That's what we are looking for. So martial arts in general tend to go down the bottom of on the totem pole of necessities. It's actually a luxury. People say, I don't eat martial arts, but then all of a sudden, something happens to the friend, and all of a sudden they're jumping around calling the cheapest martial art place, and they think that in 2-3 classes, the martial art fighting fairy is going to come out and wave a wand, and they're going to know all the skills Bruce Lee has, Chuck Norris has, Van Damme, Seagal, you name it. It's not going to happen. You have to put time into it. Okay? The reason a lot of the martial arts from the West disappeared because of a man named Samuel Colt, made the pistol a lot easier to get. Okay? And what happened? Everybody had a gun. So it's a lot easier for me to go practice, shoot 10, 20 times, a couple of times a week, once a month. I'll be a lot accurate than me knowing how to throw fists and knowing how to hit somebody with strength and so on and so forth. That's just the reality of life. Now, besides the point of consistency, everybody has a schedule. Okay, one of the biggest excuses is, I don't have time. But they sure have time for happy hour. They sure have time to go out with their friends and party. Okay, then they say, well, I don't have money to spend martial art classes. Martial art classes throughout Texas, I'm talking about Texas, it's anywhere between $100 to $200 a month. If you go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, go out there hell raising, maybe Sunday, football game at the bar, I guarantee you spend $250 to $500. And anybody will do that. Easy. Okay? It's fine. You can have fun if that's what you want to do. But all of a sudden, when you go in those places, guess what happens? A lot of times you get into fights, whether in the parking lot, inside, what have you. People say, no, it doesn't happen. It happens all the time. Nonetheless, I'm not trying to scare you on what you should do or should not train in martial arts. What I'm trying to tell you is if you're going to do something, you need consistency in your training. You have to schedule yourself. That's why the classes are scheduled that way. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, every night from a certain period of time for people to be able to come train. Okay? A lot of people think and confuse that a martial arts school is just like a weightlifting gym, that you can go there whenever you want. I pay a fee and I go there whenever I want, do whatever I want and leave whenever I want. That's not the case. You're going to go in there and train. There is some schools out there, some boxing schools, some kickboxing schools, that you pay a membership. You go in there, you kick the bags, you lift some weights, and if you want training, then you get a trainer, and then they're going to charge you, apart from the monthly fee, they're going to charge you time for them, which can be anywhere from $100 to $250 a scheduled class, depending. That happens. That's very common. So understand what you're going to do if you're going to train. You need consistency in your training. I'll keep repeating that word because that's a secret. It's not about discipline. It's not about anything else. It's about you having your priority straight. Is, do I want to learn to protect myself? Do I want to learn to better myself? Do I want to learn to become a better fighter? Do I want to learn because I'm going to compete? You need time for you to train. So you have to train for you to get better.